So Brad, it's a 5-0 defeat away from home today. Looking at both halves, how do you sort of reflect on them?
I'll be honest, it's probably one of the toughest feelings I've had in football for a long time. It isn't often the team we've been involved in, that's happened to. I said at half time, for all the positive of how they looked and most creative they probably looked going forward in a spell in the first half, means nothing. It means nothing because when you defend so poorly and you're so far off it when we don't have the ball from a defensive perspective, it means nothing when you're going forward. All I can do is from myself, management team, the players, we have to apologise to the fans, any fans that travelled today, and I know they did, because off the ball it was just off the ball men against boys. But the sad thing is our boys in our team, the young boys from Notts County, were unbelievable, and they were up there with the best players on the pitch, and that's not being delusional, that is just facts. They played football the right way. They were tenacious, they moved the ball, they didn't put it at risk often, they got in good areas, and they were a big reason why we were so positive in spells, especially in the first half. Second half, the game's done. We end up having to be a little bit makeshift. We put a young boy who's a left winger at left back just to try and make it as normal as possible. But it's hard to talk about the positives because it's a 5-0 defeat. So the strange thing is there is positives in there in terms of going forward and how you look. But at the end of the day, we got beat 5-0 and there isn't much other than a little bit of embarrassment to try and shake off. But also shows us if I'm going to have pride in my work, if Lewis is going to have pride in his work, all we expect is each individual to have pride in their work. We do believe that will change, and that will happen and spread throughout the team. But yeah, tough day so far.
And we made 4 new signings before coming into it, like you've mentioned, the 2 Notts County lads. But moving forward now, when they start to gel a bit more as a team, how do you think they'll be moving forward?
No, I think they've showed already that their quality is second to none. So they were brilliant. Joe on the wing in the first half caused problems. Looked a real threat. But at the end of the day, in the second half, when you're 3-4 down, it's hard for an 18-year-old winger, and that's part of the learning curve. We are looking to try and bring youth and experience in, because we know we can't build a team just off youth products. But the scary thing was the youth products were our shining lights. So of course they will gel together. Of course they will raise the standard of how we want to operate. But today it was scary off the ball, and it's something that I wouldn't say scared me, but shocked me, because it was so obvious. And it's just them little details that we need to really home in on, and people need to take pride about, because for me, I wasn't there.
And Keno came off at half time with a broken nose. Any updates on him? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's gone off to hospital. He said when he took the elbow that he felt dizzy, felt sick, and obviously with concussion protocol and everything now, that he wanted to go and get checked out straight away. When I say he took the elbow, the guy wasn't trying to maliciously do him, so let's not go down that route at all. It was just a fling of arms trying to get away from each other. But broke his nose, reset it slightly, so obviously he's just there to go and get assessed and hopefully be okay. But the main thing is we try and reset as quickly as possible with the game coming on Monday, and there's plenty of work still to do.
And just in general, what do you want to see from a bounce back perspective with the squad?
What I want to see from a bounce back is just resilience. I said to the boys before, and that's the most disappointing thing, is that we come here to try and frustrate off the ball, try and be hard to break down. Resilient is the main word. And the first goal is a knockdown from a dead ball, which came from a bad decision to try and play into an area that shouldn't. So it results in a foul. Okay, that shouldn't happen. Then you've got a dead ball to deal with. It drops down, and you've got a centre forward from a dead ball with 5 yards around it. Can't happen. Can't physically happen. So what I'm after And what we're after, because the club deserves it, the fans deserve it, is a team that are going to go out and show that they are not going to be easy to break down, and they are going to be resilient. And as you can say, it has hurt me. It has hurt me, but I'm a big man. I'll certainly dust myself, see where we can help the lads that might not understand where things not quite are. And I'm certainly sure myself and Lewis will be ready for Monday.